I'm Ryan Milton from Team Flex. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a fit model class from the NPC USA's. Contains some pro card winners, and it's going to give you overall pretty good look at what's going on right now as fit model division continues to roll out, and ultimately what it's going to mean if you are trying to get a fit model pro card. Do good at your fit model show. Whatever it is you want to do, fit model, fit model, fit model. That's what I'm covering for you right here today in this video, and I'm doing all the time on this channel. So if you're new, follow along, subscribe, hang out. I promise you won't regret it. We got a lot more coming. If you're a repeat viewer, drop me a comment. All right, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so on the screen, Class A, we're gonna look at top 5 here. Okay, so we have Lela here. Lela is a pro card winner at this event. She also took first in Class A. We also have Jada over here. She also got second place and won her pro card there. And then we have Avery. So we'll look at them each one by one here and kind of go through and just get a little bit of what's going on with this fit model criteria as it sits today. So here we go. Fit model, as we know, it's bikini as of 10 years ago. Your goal and your focus here is to create an hourglass shape, everything that looks like an hourglass, but not do it to the current today's standard of bikini. Bikini today is all about hourglass too. This is a throwback look. Fit model is the look of bikini 10 years ago. Overall, what you need to focus on is less muscle and less conditioning. So let's take a look here at Lela's physique, see kind of how everything, lays out, how everything's looking. And here's what we can see. So she has a little bit of roundness and fullness to the shoulder. Her hair kind of covers the shoulder, but I'm a coach, done this a long time. I know how this looks. That's still creating that upper hourglass shape. Not a lot of bicep and tricep development here. Really key. I'm seeing this a lot in fit model, right? Because the upper body is specifically not supposed to be as developed as bikini. You really don't want to over focus on the bicep and the tricep either. If you're doing that, it could, hurt you. It could actually make your upper body look too big. Layla's got that locked down. Super narrow waist effect here, right? So we can see that V-tapered look, that classic fit model. What I'm calling the classic fit model look these days is very much all about a very narrow, lean waist. If you want to be a fit model competitor, this is what judges are looking for, this narrow waist effect like Lela has here. Now, looking lower body-wise, we do see a lot of development in the quads. We're not getting as much from the glutes here because can't really see them in the fit model front pose, but main focus here is that balance, that symmetry, that depth to those muscles, bellies. She really does have it. She's got that fullness in the lower body. She's got a great taper in at the midsection. Overall, really showcasing a very fit model-esque hourglass shape. You'll notice conditioning-wise, right, which means how lean she is. Not overly lean. Some soft lines in the oblique, a little bit in the upper body, a little bit down here in the quads maybe, and that's about it. You don't want to be too lean in fit models. She really does actually nail that look very, very clean. Let's take a look from the back. Okay, so this, again, all about that same shape, that same hourglass type of a look, but not overdoing it to the point where the muscle is too developed or anything is too lean, right? So we can see here that hourglass still shows through, and overall, not a lot of muscle showing from the upper body in the back pose. Shouldn't see a lot. Sometimes, in other divisions, bikini and wellness, see a lot of shoulder here, a lot of rounding from the delts. Not in this case, and that's exactly where fit model criteria should be. This criteria also does specifically state no glute tie-ins, okay? So realistically, that's something you don't want to have in fit model. So make sure you're not bringing those tie-ins through. She has just a little bit of an inkling of what could be a tie-in, but this is not the way judges really think about tie-ins. When they're talking about tie-ins, they're thinking of, the more separation like you'd see in bikini or in wellness. Here we see good overall glute structure and density. The upper glute is rounded, filled out. Overall glutes are full. And you look here at the quads and the hamstrings. Really good balance here. Not overly muscular, not overly lean. Everything is tying together very, very well to showcase a solid hourglass look. Again, conditioning, not over lean. So again, very fit model-esque type of a look right now. If you like this look, you probably want to be doing fit model. Okay, if you like that, a little bit less muscle, a little bit less lean, but still showing a lot of shape and a lot of, that aesthetic, this is probably the division for you to go into. Let's take a look at the second place in this class, Jada here. So she has Again, won the pro card. She took second, so a little bit of a different look there, but we're going to take a look at it. What we can see, a little bit more fullness to the shoulder, still a good taper in at the midsection, a little bit more muscle maybe in the lower body as well here, but overall still shows that hourglass shape off very, very well, showcases the shoulder, the fullness, the taper in at the midsection, conditioning's not overdone. She does look a little bit heavier in the legs, right, I think, compared to first place in this group. We can kind of see side by side. Let's put them there. Okay, a little bit more density in the lower body, a little bit more shoulder maybe even. So again, judges continue to bring home for us. Like fit model division, we're not looking for, you to be pushing the muscularity. Granted, she won that pro card, very fit model-esque look, just trying to highlight between these first and the second where things may be going. Let's take a look at the back though. The back always tells the full story. And here it's a little bit of a different look from the back, surprisingly. So she has a lot more quad density in that front and even here than she does glutes. So that may also have been a factor. Probably needs to fill out the upper glute, overall glute just a little bit more, get a little bit better of that balance between the hamstrings and the glute. Because right here, as it sits in her back pose, right, we do kind of see that her quads and her hamstrings could be overpowering her glute development. That does tend to happen, but either way, she wins this pro card. She, pulls this off very, very well. A little bit of roundness to the shoulders and the back. And it's a pretty clear criteria from the judges here, what they want to see right now in this division, right? Because this is, again, 2 pro card winners in fit model. Very, very consistent looks that don't look over muscled and not overly lean. Okay, let's move down now into this call out a little bit more. Keep in mind, we're going through everybody in this group today, the top 5. And here we have Avery. So let's go to her front post first. Avery here, she, again, showcases a pretty solid looking fit model-esque type of a look. She did not get the pro card at this event, but, she's probably gearing up to get one soon enough. Who really knows, right? It could be any time. But what we can see is good overall shoulder shape there, good taper in at the midsection, lower body. Again, a little bit of that glute development you may catch here and there on fit model competitors from the front, not a main focus. And then we see, again, quads and everything here showcasing very, very well. So overall, hourglass shape, not over muscled, not over lean. Everything is kind of coming through there. So that's the key, and that is everything. Now, looking here from the back, a lot of similarities. Not too much in the shoulders, good taper in, glute structure is there, upper glute development is there. Not showing tie-ins. Keep in mind, if you don't want to be showing tie-ins on stage, take a look at fit model division only women's class where this is not, something that is scored on. And then look down here, we got good balance between the quads and the glutes overall. For her, it's probably just a little bit more reshaping, kind of. Her glutes do kind of look a little bit too pronounced, a little bit too full compared to what her legs are doing there. Maybe add a little more fullness to the quad, a little bit more to the hamstring. That may be the key. Because again, fit model lower bodies are continuing to look more and more lean as far as they go, but also more and more full as far as they go. So we're seeing this division really take a turn from where it started, where it began. And it's getting, I've called it the wild, wild west because it's hard to know what to be doing. And if you're having a hard time, you want to do fit model, you don't know if you should be, you don't know if you should be doing bikini, come over here, do my free trial with me. Okay. Free 7-day coaching experience. You get to work with me one-on-one, free for 7 days. I'll help you with whatever you need, training, nutrition, posing, physique analysis, whatever it is you want, any of your questions. You got 101 questions. I'll answer 102 of them because I'll guess your next one before we're done with the trial, okay? Because that's how it works. And I do this as a give back to the bodybuilding community. Come over there. Hang out with me. It's a lot of fun. You will not regret doing it, okay? Couple more to look at in the group. We'll leave Lela right in the middle, and joining the lineup is Kina and Luna, okay? So 4th and 5th in this class. Generally, as we go down to 4th and 5th in placings, we can start to see a little bit more of a difference for what judges are really looking for or not. So Kina, what we can see right out the gate, some clear differences that I note. Overall, just a little bit softer, right? That's the biggest thing that comes to me right away. Not as tight in the midsection. She has a very narrow waist, which is great. Great taper in. Good overall shoulder development here. Good glutes from the front there. Good balance in the quads and fullness there. Everything's there, just a little bit softer. So, at the pro qualifiers, this does make a difference where maybe just a little bit tighter would have been the key. A little bit of that would have pulled that off. We may also see that full story when we get to the back. So let's take a look there. And what we can see Yeah, is a little bit under muscled in the glute there, and this continues to happen, right, with competitors in every division, really. But sometimes, your legs can really overpower what your glutes are doing. If you got too much quad going on, too much hamstring going on, it does overpower the glutes. She showcases no tie-ins, so right on par with criteria. Glutes overall, shape-wise, do appear to be correct for the division, but the balance between the glutes and the quads and the hamstrings seems to be just a little bit off, where quads and hams could be pulling a little bit more compared to what's going on over here, where that is a little bit of a better balance. So that combined with being just a little bit softer, that's probably the main thing to look at there. Keep in mind, congratulations to all these ladies. Placing top 5 is no easy task at nationals at all. But it is one of those things where I do want to highlight for you where these are going so that you get a better idea of these visions. All right, Luna, 5th in this grouping. Okay, so what we got over here, she's got a little bit of the opposite effect where the upper body is not looking too developed. It looks pretty solid. Great tapering at the midsection here, lower body, glutes, and quads. Everything's there. She is appearing again just a tad softer, a little bit softer. So that's what I mean when I keep saying fit models kind of getting a little leaner. It's a little bit fuller. Judges are specifically, I think, moving athletes that are softer, a little bit down. And we do see that here. She has great structure overall, great shape to the shoulders, good taper in. Again, though, similar to 4th, she does have a little bit of that kind of, imbalance there, I would say. It's not really an imbalance, but it is a symmetry imbalance where, the glutes look a little bit under compared to what the quads and the hamstrings are doing. Also, she is appearing softer overall. So that's one of those things, again, a little bit tighter, a little bit of that glute balance. And I'm coaching a lot of fit model competitors, and a lot of them are coming to me, after working with other coaches or something like that. And a lot of them are showing up with that same type of an imbalance. And that's because trying to figure out this fit model condition right now, how lean you need to be, how you need to match those muscles, how do you need to get that balance in that structure. It is more complicated than you think. I know a lot of people are like saying, oh yeah, this division, nobody, I'll tell you what, it's killing it. Fit model's taking off. There's a lot of people enjoying it, a lot of women enjoying competing here, and a lot of people also equally confused beyond belief trying to figure this division out. So if you need help, I'm telling you, I told you where to go. Come hang out with me right here. Type this in on your phone. Hit the link in the description. Very easy. You could be talking to me in 5 minutes. Literally, we could be doing the trial. We could get things started. I could answer your questions in 5 freaking minutes. It takes 30 seconds to do this trial right here. So don't sleep on that. And let me know in the comments, what do you think of fit model direction right now? What do you think of these new pros? You liking where it's going? Let's see. Comment down below. Thanks for watching. Coach Ryan is out.